Your Man in the Morning. Dave Monk, Monday to Friday from 9.
This is BBC Essex.
OK, children, sit down, relax. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Because very soon we're going to have a tale of a greedy fish. Son of a gun. No, I'm serious. Carly Simon and You're So Vain. Have you come across the concept of crowdfunding? Now, apparently it works by you go online and you ask strangers to donate money to your project. It's become increasingly popular in the past year or so, and it's helped countless people with a germ of an idea to make that idea a reality. Like my next guest, he's from Southend. He's taken this course of action to help get 1,000 of his children's book published and distributed to schools, libraries and charities. Dennis Thompson is the author and illustrator of The Tale of the Greedy Fish. Dennis, good morning.
Hello.
Tell me about the book to start with.
Okay, well, I wrote and illustrated it for my daughter Heidi. It's for her first birthday last year. I just wanted something to achieve for her, and she's 2 this week, so happy birthday, Heidi.
Yeah.
And I wanted her to have a copy of the book, but obviously to do one copy of a book, it costs quite a lot of money. So I come across Kickstarter, which is, like you was talking about, one of these crowdfunding websites. And I thought of the idea of doing 1,000 copies. I only need 1 or 2 for Heidi, and then the rest I could maybe give away. But this way, all the funders get gifts, even if they just donate £1 towards it. And and then a lot of kids kind of introduce the books. They get a free book and encourage them to read for the future.
So the people that give the money, the crowd funders, you say they get a gift. They get the book, do they?
Well, they get an original copy of the PDF book for £1, as well as a narrated video and a certificate now, because luckily we were successful on Friday night, but we're pushing for even more copies now. But there's lots of different gifts, so they can get signed copies of the books, they can get mugs, mouse mats. There's now also items from the book in a frame. So there's loads of different things, and postcards and T-shirts, the lot.
So is this your first attempt at a children's book?
Yeah, I've never written or illustrated anything before, so I kind of had to learn from scratch. I used YouTube a lot, believe it or not, to use a lot of the techniques to kind of put photographs and illustrations onto the computer and put them into pages, as it were.
Well, this is a labour of love, isn't it?
Yeah, it's taken best part of 2 years, so and it's been very emotional, and I've been told not to cry by my wife and my dad.
No, crying's fine, because it means you care. That's the important thing.
Yeah, it does mean an awful lot to me, and obviously Heidi will get a copy of the book. That's guaranteed now, but I just want even more copies to go out to more children.
What made you want to do this? You know, what kicked this off? Because this is, as I say, it's a real labour of love, but it's a labour.
It is, yeah. I don't know fully. I quite often come up with creative ideas and, give them a shot. But up until now, it's always been kind of a bit tongue-in-cheek, making songs and things like that. But this one, when I started it, and I was showing my friends and my colleagues at work, they were all so keen on it, and, it gave me the drive to keep going with it, and we've got to this point now.
And the crowdfunding idea, what led you down that route?
Well, simply because I couldn't afford to get 1 or 2 copies of a book. It might have cost me £100 or something, but doing it this way, someone, I think it's a friend at work that suggested it, Ian, and that way I can get a lot more copies, and they work out around about £2.80 each. If we get more backing, and if we get up to about 150% funded, then we can get the copies for a lot cheaper. And then, cheaper still if we go to 3,000 copies. And
you want to just give these books away? You want to try and stimulate children's interest in reading, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. And there's absolutely no catch. I will be driving the books down the A13 myself, dropping them off to funders. A lot of funders are friends. I'll be giving them to, a handful of books to give to their schools, and posting them as far as Australia and America. We've got backers. So, it really is worldwide. And also, the best thing is we've got a couple of really big, I won't mention them, but really big children's hospitals up in London. They're taking copies, and a large children's charity. They've got about 130 centres around the UK. They'll be taking over 200 copies.
Right. And going back to the backers once again, the crowd, they just get a gift.
Yeah, you can go to the Kickstarter website and search for The Greedy Fish. Then it will come up. You just log in. You can donate as little as £1, and then you will be able to download your original PDF, the video, and your certificate at the end of the project, which is next Friday.
How long did it take to raise the money? How much did you need?
Well, we needed originally, it was £2,800, right, and that was to get 1,000 copies of the book. Now, we did that halfway through the project on Friday. Okay, so that was absolutely amazing. I never expected it at all. But now, if we can get up to 150% funded, which is £4,200, then I can get 2,000 copies of the book. So we're not talking ridiculous sums of money here. Some of the projects you'll find they get millions of pounds put towards them, but this is like real small fry, but hopefully it'll make a lot of kids, give them a smile.
So where do you go from here?
I don't know. I mean, I've got lots of other book ideas which I would love to do in the future, but this has been it's been such an amazing experience, and I'm quite exhausted from it all. I'm still up till midnight every night sending out emails. I'm still doing little promo images, trying to keep people on Facebook smiling with some of my silly campaigns and so on. Yeah. And just really trying to keep the momentum going, and like the opportunity to come on your show today, Dave, is hopefully that will give it that extra boost to get up to that 150% or further.
Dennis, what's your regular job? What do you do?
I work at a stonemason's in the office, so I've got no connection with illustration or authoring books there. Completely
different, isn't it? Absolutely, totally different.
Yeah.
I just love this. I think it's just such a great idea.
So are you going to give us £1?
Well, I'm certainly going to go on the site and have a look at it. So will there be Tale of the Greedy Fish 2? I think that's...
Well, like I say, it's been a lot of work. There is a potential for that. I have got other book ideas, and there is my friend here, Ian, who I mentioned before. He would very much like me to do Space Fish, which is maybe an extension of The Greedy Fish. But, like I say, I've got lots of other ideas, but I think to get this one done first and then see what opportunities come from that.
All right, well, I do just wish you well, and it's all being done for the sake of children. No money being made by Dennis. He's just giving all his time absolutely free to get more children engaged with reading, which is a good thing, and for his daughter as well, which is lovely. Absolutely lovely. Dennis, thank you very much indeed for coming on. Fat Larry's Band and Zoom. By the way, if you would like to hear more about The Greedy Fish, the tale of the Greedy Fish, there is a website, thegreedyfish.co.uk.